It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Kansas State Wildcats, Bill Snyder Family Stadium. As we'll see, the number 24 team in the country, the BYU Cougars, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Kansas State about to kick off to get this game started. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So the BYU Cougars offense will get the ball first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So, no doubt, the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
To the air on first down. It's complete on the right side. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how...
Turning it on! And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Wants to go up top on first down. A little screen to the running back. He's inside. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. BYU has this offense clicking. Motion from the wide receiver. Slams ahead. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
You gotta have that defense you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making it play.
And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
All right, well, they've been trying to run the football to get it in here. You're right on the doorstep. I like maybe setting up a jumbo formation, maybe going play action, see if you can sneak a guy out on the flat for the score.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cougars.
I love the aggressiveness early by this offense. 4th and goal, no problem. Putting the drive together, staying aggressive, and they get rewarded.
I like just paying the drive off, too, because it's the opening drive of the game. You've marched it down the field. You want to come away with a touchdown, right? Maybe the decision-making there for the coaches, listen, even if we don't get it, our defense is out in good field position. There's a lot of football left to go. We can make up for it later. I love the aggressive play call.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Wildcats offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This offense comes out clearly wanting to throw the football. Nothing good on first down with incompletion. And how about this? You've got to protect your quarterback. That is priority #1, and they give up a sack on play 2.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Under fire. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Kansas State will have to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Short throw to the sideline, complete. He steps out of bounds with a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quarterback may change this route. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
And BYU will get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And here comes the offense on second down. He'll take it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. The give on the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. He's simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. Got it in the middle with Chirucci. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Wants to throw on first down. Unloads it left. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Complete to the right. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars!
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. LSU managed to eke out the victory in a tighter than expected one. Don't blame the gumbo there in Baton Rouge this week. These Tigers are to blame for this one being this close. Regardless of the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this can get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The give to the tailback. Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day as they try to get their act together. Kansas State will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And the returner will be brought down. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Motion from the wideout. Might be changing the route. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incomplete.
On third down. He drops to throw. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. No fair catches here, looking for room. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Manhattan. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the Little Apple.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. BYU about to kick it off to open the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball right of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision. But there
he goes! And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. They got to keep that up here in the second half.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And it's been a struggle for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Got it in the middle. It's Gentry. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It'd be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking downfield on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
We've reached the break. BYU is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. He's got it. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. They'll run it from the gun. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Leaves it with the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the run. Fights off the defender. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. It'll be 3rd and long. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here's a hit. Takes a hit as he fires.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Getting late, pressure building, huge 3rd down coming up on the road for this offense. He wants to change this route. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Misses receiver there. It's incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. K-State has the ball back and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set. He's able to rip off that one for a first down.
They'll give it to him again. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Bunch formation for these receivers. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Won't back down from anyone. Delivers the blow and gets it to the 29. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaks into the open. And they'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down 1 late. Do you want to just kick an extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for 2? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the big fella. At the 45 on his way. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy, maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
Rolling, throwing, looking right. It's complete. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove.
Touchdown, BYU! They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position, too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the 1st down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Looking up top, and time is of the essence. And as he throws, and the pass is incomplete, but there is a penalty flag. Did they get the receiver for a push-off? Some hand fighting at the point of the catch will draw the penalty, but this one is going to go against the offense. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open,
and he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. These corners going to give these receivers some space. He's taking a deep shot. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Now, thanks to that gamble and failure, a chance to tack a little extra onto the lead late with the run on first and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Defense gets the timeout called. 20 seconds left on the clock. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. After getting nothing, would they try to throw it again on 3rd and 1? Trying to run it in. He stopped again. They tried to convert this short yardage with the running game and have had 0 success at 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. Here we go. What great shape they will be in if they can punch in a touchdown on 4th and goal. From the gun. Here comes the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. He's going to throw it from his own end zone. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win? Now you're probably going to be matched